Welcome to the J-Disk Discovery video channel. My name is Robbie, and I would like to talk today about how to troubleshoot access credential configuration issues. Configuring access credentials is essential for a good discovery result. Without credentials, J-Disk Discovery can obtain only very limited or no device details at all. In complex heterogeneous environments, there are a lot of different access credential types. There are administrative accounts for Windows domains and for Microsoft's Active Directory. Furthermore, you can configure default accounts for each operating system family to log on to the console. Operating system families are, for instance, Linux, HP Unix, AIX, FreeBSD, and Apple Mac OS. In addition to the default accounts, access credentials can always be configured for individual devices. Typically, an access credential is a pair consisting of a login and password. In some cases, there are special credential types such as SSH keys, SNMP version 1 communities, or SNMP version 3 accounts. All those accounts need to be configured in several places within our configuration. It can become difficult to understand which account is used in what part of the configuration. Did I possibly configure different passwords for the same accounts? Configuring different passwords for one account can lead to locked accounts, depending on the policy. Finally, we want to know which account succeeds on what devices. It isn't easy to keep track of the credential configuration given that we have several locations to configure accounts and accounts for different purposes. For instance, database accounts and specific API, like the Redfish API. Therefore, we have created specific reports to help troubleshooting credential issues. Switch to the reporting dashboard and select the Scan Credentials report. The report lists all login credentials used for the scan and displays the number of passwords configured for this account. While having different passwords for local accounts is fine, Windows domain accounts should have exactly one password. Otherwise, you risk locking the account. Besides displaying the number of different passwords, the report lists where the account is used. Accounts are either assigned directly to a specific device. In this case, the device count column indicates how many devices use this specific account successfully to scan the device. Or accounts are used for a specific Windows domain, a DNS domain, or an organizational unit within Microsoft's Active Directory. Lastly, accounts might be defined as default accounts for specific operating systems or API. The Managed by Password Manager column indicates whether the password for this account is managed by one of the supported password managers. In some cases, it is important to know what scan credentials succeed for what devices. Perform a double-click on an account or use the context menu to create the list of devices using this account for scanning. You have learned in this video how to troubleshoot possible access credential issues. This report helps to identify the following situations. When you define multiple passwords for one account, especially a Windows domain account, then you are at risk that this account gets locked by the domain controller. Knowing where an account is used is important. The report tells which Windows domains or Microsoft Active Directory elements use a specific account. Default accounts probed on devices can also use a specific account. The report tells what default account section uses this account. And finally, you can list all devices where an account succeeded while scanning the device. Thank you for watching this video and give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Get our software from your download page and find more videos on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn.